out. Welcome to Get Fact.
Hello. Welcome back to the Get Fact podcast. And today Stewart-Jones back with me in the house.
Hello. It's good to be back. It's good to be back.
A lot more chatting for Stu today. He's a main guy today.
Yeah, in film for our mate Dan.
Yep.
who's busy doing other things.
Yep. He's a busy man.
Busy.
Yep. So I'm going to ask the question I always ask Dan. Have you brought anything with you?
No, I thought take the road Dan went down and just come completely unprepared.
Oh, brilliant.
So there you
Leave it
go.
all to me.
Yeah.
So we'll start off straight away with things that you consider exercising in modern life. Just so when I was having this shower the other day and I bent down, washing my feet. Some people don't do that actually. That's like only like 60% people wash
I wash
their feet.
my
It's
feet.
weird, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
So they just let water dribble to the feet.
Yeah.
I think that's nasty. But anyway, if you are scrubbing your feet, is that classed as a sit-up? Because you're bending down.
No, I'd say it's more of a hamstring stretch.
Hamstring stretch. But it's a bit of an exercise though, isn't it? It does you in.
I mean, it's difficult for me to do with my back.
I've got a bad back lately as well. Getting old.
Well, that's
officially.
it. Wait till you get to my age.
Yeah. I worked here the other day that I've been alive 5 decades. Even though I'm not 50, I've been in 5 decades alive.
Well, I've nearly been
weird.
officially 5 decades.
Yeah.
2 years shy.
Is that what you are, 48?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm on the cusp.
Right. So back when you was younger then, when you was a kid.
Yeah, the Nazis invaded Poland.
No. I've actually got you remember we talked about Nazis last time?
Yeah.
When you was on.
Penises.
Yeah, well, apparently Hitler, apparently he didn't actually get killed. Apparently there's a conspiracy.
There's a documentary about it.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it's called. Finding Hitler.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched it.
Yeah. Where did you hear he went to?
Argentina.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Apparently quite a few Nazis went over there.
Yeah, but did you hear the other conspiracy of where he went?
Go on.
To the moon. Did you not hear that? Apparently there's a lot of people that believe that he actually got a rocket and went to the moon, and he's actually living on the moon.
Right.
Yeah. That sounds like a mental person.
Don't quite believe that one.
Get your tin hat out for that one. Yeah, but the Argentina one could be true, couldn't it? But that debunks our theory of someone selling Hitler's penis last time.
Well,
if that was true.
Maybe decided he didn't need it anymore.
Maybe he had a penis double.
Maybe.
Yeah. So what? Anyway, really though, this time, what did you used to get up to when you was young? Like, did you do any stupid things? Yeah. Did you break any? Have you broke any bones?
Never.
Never. So me, you, and Dan have never broke a bone. That's weird. That.
I witnessed me mate breaking a bone. He fell off a wall and he had it crack.
Oh, it's a snapping noise, isn't it? It's horrible.
And he just ran off screaming. I was left to pick his bike up and chase after him.
And you ran off with bike?
I ran off with the bike, yeah. No, I've never done anything. I was mainly out. I mean, I've had bike accidents.
Yeah.
What was that then? Bike accidents. What if you put in me coffee?
I know, yeah. No milk. Diet.
I've had bike accidents. I suppose we all have, but I had a pretty average childhood.
Did you?
Nothing dramatic or...
See, that makes me feel like stupid now, that the amount of daft stuff I did as a kid and I've not broke a bone. It makes me feel like I'm an idiot. I've actually got a list of things here that I did, right? So, remember when Jackass was out? When it originally came out, Jackass?
Yeah.
Well, that's when I was a kid growing up. So, obviously, it was like promoting stupidness. And one stupid thing I did was thinking I was on Jackass, I got my mates to one arm each at Ulmer and one leg each and put my head through a wooden fence. I don't know why I thought that was going to be funny, but
you've just made me think. I did do something. I had this ambition. I wanted to be a stuntman.
Yeah.
And I put newspaper around my arm.
For Bruce Lee, this?
No, I just put newspaper around my arm and I set it on fire. And I went running through a park with me arm on fire. But then my coat went on fire as well.
Yeah.
So I had to quickly take that off. But I went home with the coat on, all burnt and singed, stinking. Yeah. And I hung it up, and my mum and dad never said nothing. and I'd never to this day quite understand why they never cut them down. Why my coat was
I actually had
burnt.
A coat that I burnt. It was, you know, them old golden fires that you used to have with white grills in them.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There was one of them, and I used to always stand in front of the fire when it was in winter because it's freezing. But Mum bought me this big bubble coat, and I stood in front of the fire, and I couldn't feel it. It just melted all my back. I turned around, she went, "Man, it was a brand new coat." Just all melted. That's mad that we both had fire incidents.
Yeah.
So with fire, my cousins once tried to set our house on fire. We had to move when we was kids. Mad. Nice cousins, family love.
You're lovely, yeah.
We once climbed a 16-foot tree, fell down, hit it near enough every branch and landed on my head. But because I was in my neighbour's garden, it was like an old lady called Pat, I think it was. She's like, "Oh no, you're alright." I just sat up, I was only 6. I was like, yeah, I'm fine. Just landed on my head. 16 foot. Should be dead.
That was like the scene out of Rambo. He jumps off the cliff.
I've not seen that.
Oh, yeah.
No.
That's quite a good film.
I think I've watched one of them. But I can't. Maybe the newest one, probably.
Yeah.
That was another one. There was one where we used to have a garage in our back garden, and it went into like trees outside of it. I used to run and jump off the garage into the trees, but this one time I tried to do it, there's like a gap between the trees. I ran, slipped on that anti-vandal paint, you know that greasy shit you put on fences? That was on the end. I slipped on that, went to grab the tree in my hand, so I'm doing what looks like I'm doing Superman. Landed straight between the trees and landed on some bricks. And still to this day, I've not broke a bone, and I don't know how. Well. That's another one. Another one, this is where I actually did break my sister's bone. That
was nice, yeah.
Yeah, we played.
Happy birthday, sister.
Yeah, we was playing wrestling. It was WWF back then, and I was in my mate's house, and it was just me and him was wrestling, and my sister was watching, and we got her involved, and I pinned her down, and my mate did a swanton bomb, which is a somersault, and landed on her shoulder, broke her shoulder.
Nice.
I got so much shit for that.
Nice. Did she speak to you again after that?
What?
Did she speak to you again after that?
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
No, I wasn't into WWF.
You weren't?
No, I wasn't into all that. I knew it was fake.
Yeah, I thought it was real until I was like 12 maybe, and then when I found out it was fake, I went to watching like MMA and that, and knowing that's real. So now when I watch WWE, it's like, oh, it's so cheesy to watch.
I used to enjoy
horrible.
Big Daddy.
You what?
I used to enjoy watching Big Daddy and Jeff Giant Haystacks.
Giant Haystacks?
But I'm younger than you.
Oh yeah.
Older than you, sorry.
That was like Uncle Zuma and stuff like that, wasn't it? Back then. A big sumo guy. Do you remember him?
Yeah.
He died from seeing a spider.
Really?
He seen a spider and had an heart attack and died.
Bloody hell.
Like a 500 pound sumo. It's mad that.
I used to watching the sumo. It was used to put sumo on Channel 4. I think it was a Saturday afternoon.
To watch, isn't it? That sumo, they're like vicious as fuck.
Oh god, yeah.
Proper slam against each other. Massive.
Some big guys in that.
Yeah, did you know there's a guy that is paid to wipe their ass?
Yeah.
The sumo's ass.
Yeah.
That's weird.
There's a guy paid to do the hair as well.
That's literally a shit job though, isn't it? There's a guy to do the hair.
Yeah. You have to have the hair specially done.
It's because they can't reach anything, can they? They're too big.
That's it. Probably get tired just lifting their arm to comb the hair.
Probably, yeah. Getting knackered.
So you going away this year?
Am I going away?
Yeah.
I hope so, but I don't know yet.
I am.
Yeah, where are you going?
Crete.
Where?
Crete.
Was that?
It's an island off Greece.
Was it?
Yeah.
That's what I actually thought you said at first, Greece. And you said Crete.
Well, the same thing.
Same thing, yeah.
Same language.
So what's there? Is it...
Sea.
Sea. So it's more for
Sand.
adults. Is it more for adults or is kids as
Kids
well?
as well.
Yeah. Because I'm looking for somewhere to go as well. I just don't know where.
Crete. It's nice.
See, every time I go to try and book a holiday, I get scared of if I'm doing it right. I don't want to end up in some kind of hostel in like Afghanistan or something. Do you know what I mean? There's so many options at the end. He's like, 300 quid, it's a bargain. By the time it's come to the end, it's at 1,200. He's like, what have you added on?
You got a hostel in Guatemala.
Yeah. I'm bringing loads of like foreigners with me.
Smuggling them in.
Yeah, smuggling. But it's like all that, like tax and all this weird stuff like they add on to it at the end. So I just want to go on holiday. Do you want all board and stuff like that? So, yeah, go on. Yeah.
We're going all inclusive.
All exclusive.
I don't mind. I'll go half board, self catering, but we do all inclusive for the kids. Because at least then we can guarantee there's going to be food for them to eat. Yeah. Because the kids are always fussy, aren't they?
Yeah. But like with the all exclusive, is that just the food that's in the hotel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And drink.
So sometimes it's maybe not worth doing all exclusive. Just like.
Well, I like to go out.
Yeah, I do.
I like to explore.
Going out, going trying different foods in different places. Yeah.
And see scenery as well. Like seeing different places. Yeah, I like photography, don't I? So that's the reason why I do it.
Yeah. I've been liking photography, but on my phone. Because I got a new phone, I'm like, take pictures. 200 megapixel camera. Have you seen that 200 megapixel camera on the new phones?
I haven't, no.
The shit, to be honest. They change it to the 200 megapixel, and all it does is it makes the bit you're taking picture of clear and everything around it blurred.
Right.
So it's sometimes it looks worse than a normal 50 megapixel.
I think they put too much effort into trying to get the perfect picture.
And sometimes it looks worse. Yeah. Forgot you're into like photography. I'll have to do some like podcast pictures.
Well, I took some photos the other week that might interest you.
What is it?
And it wasn't women.
What is it?
I went to a boxing event.
Oh, did you?
Took some photos of the boxing event.
Yeah.
It was quite good. I was knackered at the end of it.
Why?
I was running around the ring.
Was you?
Yeah. Trying to get the perfect picture.
Yeah.
Didn't realise how long it was going to go on for.
Why was it like 5 hours? It's quite long normally events, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean it was only amateur, but I got there for 3 in the afternoon. I didn't get home till gone 12.
Fucking hell. It's a long day, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Do you get paid well doing that though?
It was not great.
Not great,
but it was towards my holiday, so
yeah,
that's the way I look at it.
See,
I'm a glass half full kind of guy.
Yeah. That's what I mean. I should be doing overtime all the time, but I just can't be bothered. I'd rather just lay around doing it.
I've been doing overtime. I was in yesterday.
Was you?
Yeah.
You love it in there, though, you?
I do. I'm only doing this with you because I'm not in work.
Yeah, true. Just filling in the gaps.
Just filling the
gaps. You just want to work. You're a workaholic.
Yeah.
So what are you getting up to today after the podcast?
Well, my daughter's just started driving lessons, so she wants me to take it out of my car. Dare I?
Yeah, but your car's alright for it, it's like a little dinky thing.
But it's still my car.
Yeah, that's true.
And I haven't got dual control as well.
Yeah, it is scary, because you can't brake or anything for them. You're like holding handbrake. I don't even know what would happen if you pulled the handbrake while you're driving. What happens is you bounce all over the place.
Probably drift round the corner.
Yeah. She pulls the perfect drift. Yeah, that was brilliant.
But don't do it on your test.
Yeah, don't do that. Yeah. I was gonna let the missus' brother try my car the other day, and I thought that's too big. My car's way too big. Yeah. It's like a limo. It's proper long. So every time I go into any like car parking spaces, I'm like half into the one behind me as well. Yeah, because it's so long.
That's just beauty of mine. Mine's a little shoebox, isn't it? So
that's the same with Vidal's. He's just a little mini. Park it anywhere. It's tiny.
Yeah, Suzuki Celerio. Celerio.
I know, yeah. Proper Scouse name. Celerio.
What's the LA on the end of it? La.
Well,
talking about Hitler being on the moon. Did you know?
We're back to Hitler.
We're going back to Hitler again. The moon, although they're not that common apparently. The moon.
The moon's not common.
No, the moon is common.
Yes.
I mean, this event. Do you have moonquakes?
Moonquakes?
Moonquakes.
Ah. I'll ask my next guest on Wednesday about them then. He'll tell me more. I'm talking to a space guy on Wednesday.
Ooh.
Are you in work or?
I'm on earlies.
You're on earlies.
Finish at 2.
Finish at 2?
Yeah.
You can actually come to that one then, couldn't you? Because I'm talking to him 6 p.m. on Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
If you want to pop round,
I'll try and pop round.
If you can book it in.
I'll let you know.
We're talking about space, can't wait for that. I love space. I've seen how many events are happening at the moment in space though. Just like sent probes to Jupiter and all sorts to try and find aliens.
I love all that.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it? So I'd love to hear this expert talk about it.
I enjoyed the one where they sent probes to Pluto.
Yeah.
And he went through all the other planets as well and got some fantastic pictures.
Oh yeah, what was it called that? It was called something, wasn't it? They had a name for all them pictures. It was like
New Horizons.
What?
The New Horizons.
Was it? It's like the clearest pictures they've got of that thing. Yeah. We'll get some more intellectual space content on Wednesday. Anyway.
With an expert.
Yeah.
Not Brian Cox, is it?
No. And he's proper soft spoken, isn't he?
Oh,
his voice is a psych. He could probably knock you sleep in, wouldn't he? That voice. Now you're talking and you're going to take deep breaths.
And just think of the moon up there.
Yeah.
Looking beautiful.
Yeah, it's brilliant, isn't it? Have you heard of Neil deGrasse Tyson as well?
No.
He talks about space a lot. He's an expert in space, and he basically dumbs everything down to like so that even a kid can understand what everything means. It's brilliant.
I kind of got the impression that Brian Cox was going that way, trying to
make it easier
for people to understand, make it more interesting.
Yep. Because sometimes he can be a bit like, oh, I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I watched Creed 3.
Did you?
Yeah, I finally watched it.
What did you
recommended it. It was good, wasn't it? Like you said, it was.
There's something missing.
I think it was the music.
Do you reckon?
When I watched it, yeah, well, it's not got the rocky music feel to it. It got like more hip hop based type music.
Yeah.
And they played like one rocky tune when they won, but it was like a slowed down version.
Yeah.
And it didn't have that oomph that you normally have when it's like, yes.
Yeah. Well, I thought the fight scenes as well.
When they changed the view.
Yeah, I think they seemed a bit too choreographed. I mean, at least with the other Rockies and the Creeds, the fights looked relatively real.
Even though you could see like a 1 meter gap between them when they're punching.
Yeah. And the fact that they stand in the middle of the ring just about to punch each other and they have a conversation.
Yeah, they have a conversation, yeah.
But I thought the whole story of Creed 3 was good.
Yeah, that I didn't like that bit where you were like, all the crowd and that disappeared. Then it was just in that cage type of thing.
Oh,
in prison.
Yeah.
Oh, in a fight. That was a bit weird, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But I did understand what they was trying to do with it, but it seemed a bit far-fetched.
Yeah,
like.
it just, I don't know, it just lacks something and I couldn't put my finger on it.
Yeah. Anyway, based on that, with the Rocky thing, I've got a little quiz for you.
Oh, you put me on the spot.
Yeah, a little Rocky quiz. Let's see, because I know you like Rocky.
Oh yeah.
So let's see how well you do on the Rocky quiz. So, question 1. Who had a cameo as Thunderlips, the wrestler? Rocky fights in charity match.
Oh.
Andre the Giant, Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin or Bret Hart?
Hulk Hogan.
Yes. Next question. Where does Adrian, Rocky's love interest, work?
Pet shop.
A movie theatre.
Oh, sorry, I jumped in.
You already said we'll go for Pet Shop then. Too easy for you, this. In Rocky 5, who does Ivan... Oh, is that 5? Who does
4.
4. Who does Ivan Drago fight before Rocky? I hate the Roman numerals. Can't work them out.
Well, I can explain that to you, but we'll just go back to the question. He fights Apollo Creed.
He faults Apollo Creed.
He faults him.
He faults him. He fights Apollo Creed. What are you saying? You can explain that.
Yeah, well, V is 5.
You've watched 4.5, haven't you?
Yeah, I have. Yeah. Well, the Roman numeral V is 5. So when you've got the one in front of it, it means one before
away.
5.
So you're taking away one from it. And
or take one from that.
Side, it's adding
it's
one.
after, yeah.
Yeah.
That's how you know it's 4 and 6.
Right. Still confusing though, and it's like, why have they done it? Just put the number.
Just put numbers,
We've got numbers for a reason now.
Yeah.
What is the name of the young fighter that Rocky trains in the 5th film?
Tommy Gunn.
Yeah. I don't even need to give you multiple questions either. Multiple answers.
Played by Tommy Morrison.
Yeah, real boxer.
Real boxer.
Did he die?
I think I've heard he's dead.
Guess who's dead? Tell me. Where does Rocky train for his bout with Drago? Apollo Gym in Los Angeles, a remote island in the Black Sea, an American gym for US Olympic boxers, Krasnogorobinsk, USSR.
I'd say Krasnogorsk in the USSR.
Is that what you're going for?
Yeah,
You was
Russia.
right. What a name is that? Krasnogorobinsk. Tongue twister that.
Don't say that when you're drunk.
Yeah.
Or this coffee.
Well,
Or this coffee.
yeah. What does Drago say after Apollo is rushed from the ring severely injured? Oh, it's famous that saying.
Oh, yeah. If he dies, he dies.
You can't do a Russian accent. That's racist. That's true. Oh, I've accidentally clicked the wrong one. It said it was wrong. I've clicked one that says, if he dies like a gladiator.
That was in 4.5.
That's like a gladiator.
Yeah, no, that
I
was
did
in
wrong.
that was in the reimagined one where you went back and added a few bits in.
If he dies, he dies like a gladiator.
He dies like a gladiator.
What favour did Apollo ask of Rocky in return for his training? The Rocky mentor Apollo's son. For Rocky to partner with him in the gym. That Rocky give Apollo public credit for his training. That they would fight away from the cameras and fans at Apollo's gym.
They would fight away from the cameras.
Yep, that's the picture, innit? The famous picture.
Yeah.
Really like punching and they're fighting in front of that, yeah.
And plus in Rocky 4 he turns up at the beginning with a black eye when his kids filming him
From the training?
from that fight.
Who wrote the screenplay for the first film?
Stallone.
Getting hard now. Frank Capra, Martin Scorsese, Sylvester Stallone, Burt Young, or Stewart-Jones. No, what? Who was it?
Stallone.
Yeah, Stallone.
And he was very, very poor.
It was?
He was.
There's a good story behind that, wasn't there, actually?
Yeah, there's a documentary about it.
Is there?
Yeah.
I've not actually watched it. I just heard about the story behind it. Wasn't he poor? And then, like, he came to somebody with his script and said, like, I want this script to happen, like, and he said, we'll buy it off you so much, but you won't be involved.
Yeah.
He said, I want to be the main part, otherwise it's not for sale.
Yeah.
And then he went with it himself and made it himself. That's the story.
You know, he went. It was it was like It was like that. He went to a few producers who turned him down because Stallone wanted the part.
Yeah.
But then he eventually went to can't remember the names. Robert Chartoff and Erwin Winkler, I think it was.
Right.
Producers. MGM.
Yeah.
Who said, yeah, all right, we'll do it. And the rest is history.
Yeah, they just let him be the main guy in it.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be weird if it was someone else now?
Yeah.
If it was a different actor.
Well, the story as well was based on a real boxer. I can't remember the guy's name.
Was it not Rocky Marciano or something?
No. The name was taken from Rocky Marciano, but the actual character of Rocky was taken from I can't remember the name of the boxer.
Right.
He was a white boxer.
I'm trying to think who it would have been. I know that Apollo Creed was actually based on Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why, but apparently it was.
I think it was because of the showmanship that Apollo portrayed.
We live in America. That's great, that bit. When he comes out to that.
And then gets his face stoved in.
He gets killed in that one. Sorry if you've not watched Rocky 4, then, yeah.
Spoiler alert. Awkward.
Yeah, someone's watching Creed and having, oh, I wouldn't watch them Rockies, I've never watched them. Bastard, I know the ending. Comes back in 5th one as a ghost, so it's fine. Why does Apollo Creed choose to fight the unknown Rocky? His manager has accused him of getting soft. He knew Rocky from high school. He wants to beat Rocky and win Adrian's attention. Giving an unknown a shot is a gimmick related to the US bicentennial.
Yeah, the bicentennial.
Yeah.
Giving an unknown a shot.
Yep, that's the one. Wouldn't it be mad if that happened these days?
Yeah, you don't see anything like that, do you?
Well, I think the closest one was like Anthony Joshua when he fought that Louise. Do you know what I mean? And Louise beat him. He was pretty much unknown.
Spoiled it for me. I've not watched that one.
I mean, it's not a film, that one.
Is it Anthony Joshua 2?
Yeah, 2.5. Which actress popular in the 80s played Drago's wife, Ludmilla? I don't know that one.
Don't you?
Oh,
Bridget
I
Nielsen.
don't know her name. Bridget Nielsen. Oh, was she in that film? Was she open her legs?
No.
No, is that a different person?
Sharon Stone. You're thinking of Basic Instinct.
Yeah, I thought it was her. Different person. I don't know. Bridget Nielsen.
Well, Bridget Nielsen had an affair with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Did she?
Yeah.
Oh, did you know
Because they were
that?
in the film Red Sonja together, and they started a little affair behind Schwarzenegger's.
He's a little slut, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
He is, isn't he?
Yeah. Well, he lived in my street when I was born for a month.
I remember you saying.
Yeah. Because he was dating Mrs. England, who lived in Wigan.
Ooh.
For a month. Weird, that.
What did Mr. England say about that?
Yeah. He said nothing when Arnold Schwarzenegger turned up, did it? Imagine that beast knocking your door.
Oh, yeah. He was big in his day. I am taking your wife.
Okay. Just bring it back in one piece. So we go for Bridget. Yeah. Why does Apollo decide on a rematch with Rocky? I didn't realise how many questions we were actually.
How many is there?
Too many. We'll give it the last one here.
Yeah, it goes for a rematch because all the fans think the match was fake and fixed.
Boxing fans are taunting him about nearly losing to an unknown.
Yeah.
That one. Yep, he's right. Look at that. That list is well long.
Wow.
Yeah, I thought it was only about 10.
I'd get them all right.
Yeah. I know, it was quite easy that though, wasn't it? To be fair.
Yeah.
Have you seen the stats at the moment that half the population are now playing video games?
Ooh.
Do you play video games yourself?
I don't. I'm not a gamer.
You're not?
No. Never have been.
See, I am. And my son is, my daughter. I think it's because it's a younger generation, isn't it? They've all grew up in gaming now, haven't they?
I mean, don't get me wrong. We had our first home computer when I was young.
Yeah.
An Amstrad 464.
But I think what it is now is internet, innit?
Yeah.
With multiplayer, everyone can join to everyone, can't they?
Yeah.
So it's just massive.
I don't understand the fascination myself. I don't get it why kids are up till God knows when.
Yeah, I understand it, and it's also stressful.
Well, that's it, because I can hear my stepdad at night screaming his head off.
See, my son had his first rage quit the other day. Like I actually heard him go bang on the keyboard. It's like, what's up? Said, I'm just getting stressed out. He's like, woo! Proper teenager. He's only 8. But yeah, I understand the stress of gaming. But if that carries on in the future, like, imagine when it gets to like 100% of people play games. At that point, like, they probably have like full suits that you just sit in your house and you just play a game in your head type thing.
You could probably do it maybe so many years in the future. You can play it anywhere, just put headsets on.
Yeah. Well, you can do that now, but I mean...
And you can do it on your phones now, can't you?
Yeah. Well, that Steam Deck, I've got that's like portable gaming, that's it everywhere now. It's great. It's a portable computer on there when you got toilet or anything. My missus hates it, though. You're always on that. I know. Can't help it. What do you think the future will be for our generations coming?
I hope better than what it is now. I hope this sort of thing is out.
I think it's getting complicated.
It is.
With all this watch your gender, and then there's also heading in the AI direction. Talking about AI, did you know that an AI the other day, I think it's ChatGPT, have you heard of it?
No.
Basically you can ask it anything and it'll just reply anything back. You can ask it for like a 200-word essay on rocket.
Oh yeah, I've heard about
It'll
this.
just blitz an essay out there quick for you, and you just copy it and rob it. But there's also like a picture one, and this AI bot has made its own kind of OnlyFans account type thing itself, and it's been selling pictures of like this made up nude woman to like people. People have been buying it and that, not knowing it's just a bot. It's a made up person.
Wow.
And this bot's like making money itself.
There was a film about like that, wasn't it? It's called Simone. Had Robert De Niro in it.
Yeah. I've not seen it.
And she was a made up
woman.
Yeah. Called Simone.
Mad that. But it's crazy that we've got to a point now where bots actually tricking humans.
Yeah.
It's smarter than us. When does it stop? If it's already get its own job on OnlyFans, what's next?
You're taking over your jobs next.
Yeah. So I mean, it's going to get to the point where everyone loses their job because bots are doing it for you. The only jobs you need is to watch the bots to make sure they don't break down.
Would you want to file for sexual harassment and stuff like that? Because
no, yeah, imagine that getting sexual harassment of a bot. Yeah,
strange.
Very strange. Pretty soon, I won't need any content because I'll just ask that bot to write all the content for me, and I'll just read it.
You won't need his ear.
Yeah, no, yeah. I'll just be reading it and it'll be saying ha 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 ha.
So I won't need to go out and take photographs.
Oh yeah, you can actually get it to
AI'd.
AI anything now, can't you? Like AI my picture on the moon, and it'll just make like a clear picture. Yeah. It's weird as fuck.
See if Hitler likes it.
Yes. Send it to the moon. Cal Bugton once said, why have we got a name for this planet like Earth? Because you never write it on envelopes. It's true though. You never write.
Well, I think that's because
Wigan, England.
Yeah.
Earth.
But you're not sending to another planet though, are you?
No, yeah, it's true.
You know,
he's like, why do we have
I've got my auntie who lives on Jupiter. Number 2 celestial way.
Yeah, is that why you're sending probes to Jupiter trying to find your auntie? She got lost.
I mean, you put on the address then Jupiter, Milky Way.
You know, what about this plane that turns into a rocket and goes into space? Would you want that? Would you go to space?
I would.
I think it's like something like 250 grand a ticket to go on it.
I'll wait till
how tested is that? Do you know what I mean? I'd wait till they've done it about 10 times first.
Yeah. I'll wait till the prices come down.
Yeah, I'll get it half price deal. Yeah. I'll sell my house. 125 grand. I'm off to space. Bye.
I'm leaving you.
Yeah. But when that starts happening, what are flat earthers going to do when you've actually got people in space seeing this circle Earth? They're going to be well pissed off. Well, I'd send a flat earther up, see if they come back converted.
I'd send them all up first.
Yeah. Come back and tell me if it's flat. Yeah. They'll go up and be like, yeah, we found out it's flat, but it's a disc shape.
Yeah, disc. Yeah.
It's a disc. Well, that's what they think it is anyway, don't they? A disc with like a globe around it type thing, like a clear glass.
I can't be bothered with them.
Like saying to Dan last time, I actually joined a group on TikTok of flat earthers just because it's comical. It's funny.
You should get someone on.
Oh, that'd be funny. But it'd be a constant argument of,
oh God, yeah.
What if I actually convert though? What if he actually converts me? He's like, oh yeah, that's interesting. I'm now a flat earther. So I've been missus mad. Yeah, the earth is flat. I've been proven, honestly. Dave showed me the way.
Dave and Frank.
No, I'm a flat earther. Sorry. What's the weirdest thing you've come home with when you're drunk?
Herpes. I don't know. I don't know.
That is weird. How did I get it? I went to bingo.
Hey, my missus went bingo last night.
It's good bingo, and I've not been for a while.
Apparently there's strippers as well.
Strippers in bingo?
Yeah.
Pat, get down.
Full Monty. She went with her mum and her friends.
That's a horrible mix, that.
It is, isn't it? Get your dabber off me paper.
Woman's boob bending over, just like touching the table while she stood up.
Male strippers.
Oh, male strippers. I thought you meant like little old ladies stripping.
No, it was male strippers. It was one of those ones like a buzz bingo and the discos and stuff like that.
Can you imagine? All the old women are probably going to tell them shut up and stuff. The proper roof was them. Shh. Every time you're talking, trying to win here.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ruthless Sam.
Sorry, love. His knob's dabbing me.
Yeah, he's not dabbing me, God. I don't know what numbers are real now. Yeah, but the weirdest thing I've woke up in my pocket, right, was I went out one night, got pissed, came home, woke up fully clothed in my bed. Someone stabbed me in the ass. I was like, oh, what's that? Pulled out, pigeon's foot. I think I told you that story.
I've not heard that.
Pigeon's foot in my back pocket. I was like, what? So I'm messaging me, I forgot pigeon's foot in my pocket. He said apparently you ripped it off, like this dead pigeon or whatever was in a warehouse. Apparently you ripped it off at this, it was caught in a fence or something, and you said you was going to make a keyring out of it.
Did you?
No, did I can't believe it. It's horrible, that. But I remember when he told me, it was like a flashback of like, oh shit, yeah, I remember that. And the claw to me kind of looked like an eagle claw, like that cool. But then the day after, when it's in my pocket, it was like them ugly pigeon feet. You're like, oh,
like a twiglet.
Yeah. So that's like, when you see people prettier when they're drunk. Yeah. That's kind of what I did with this claw. It looked pretty in the night. It would have been a cool story if I still had it now as a keyring.
I probably would.
It would have stunk.
Yeah. I've come home with more money.
More money?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one, that though, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think that's when your mate say, go and buy us a round, give you money, and you keep the change bags. And
I remember going out. I think I had about 60 quid on me and came back with about 50 quid.
Yeah.
I'd only spent a tenner. I was bladdered.
It was a lightweight that night, mate. Bloody hell.
What was I drinking?
Yeah. But I think that the reason I don't eat a lot of meat is probably something to do with that claw as well. But it's also that time when I was a kid and there's a pig's head on my doorstep.
Nice.
That's like the Italian mob type shit, isn't it?
It was, yeah.
Knock on
horse head in your bed as well.
A pig's head on the doorstep.
There wasn't a horse head in your bed as well.
Yeah. You just see all these brains in that, and it just. Ooh. That's not something an 8-year-old wants to see.
No, not really.
Scared for life. No, I eat vegetables. Saying that, I do eat meat, but there's like mackies and shit like that. That type of meat, meat.
I used to be a vegetarian.
Did you?
I was a vegetarian for about 30 years.
Oh, yeah. Hell, that's some dedication, that.
It is.
I tried one burgers from Mackie's, what they called? McPlant.
I've heard of them, not had one.
I won one. I was like, I want to try them for ages, so I tried it yesterday. It's shit. If it was a vegetarian, it'd probably be nice. It was alright, but it's not replacing a normal burger. Yeah.
They used to do nice veggie burgers a while ago. Mackie's.
Did they?
Yeah, ages ago. When I was a vegetarian, I used to get them.
Yeah.
But then they stopped doing them.
So when you're a vegetarian, what is it you can't eat from Mackie's? Can you have chips? You can't have chips, can you?
Yeah.
It's got fat on them or something.
Well, it depends on the fat.
Yeah.
What they're cooked in.
Because when I seen the McPlant meal, it comes with a box of salad instead of chips. So I was like,
oh no, I wasn't that fussy. I just didn't want actual meat produce, whether it was chips were cooked in animal fat or whatever. That didn't bother me.
So you went like vegan mad, where like,
no,
check your shoes to make sure they're not got glue in them that made by horses.
I wasn't that bad.
Talking about horses, see all that yesterday.
Do you know what? I completely forgot about the Grand National.
Did you?
Yeah.
See, I bet on it and didn't watch it. It got to time and I thought, I was like, oh, it's too late. But when I went to put it on, it was getting delayed because people was locking themselves to fences. You don't see it?
No, I didn't see anything.
There was getting carried away by police. Loads of protesters had ran on and tied themselves to like chains and that. And I was saying, like, they've glued themselves to posts with glue that's probably made out of horse hooves in protest of horses being cruel to. It's like, what the fuck?
Full circle.
Yeah, the circle of life. You can't stop everything by chaining yourself up to things.
No.
It's just stupid. They do it all the time, don't they, protest? That one annoyed everyone where they was lining roads to stop people getting past and causing loads of traffic. He's like gluing himself to floors and stuff in the road. It's like, bloody move. People have to work.
I know, yeah. You can't do that and stop someone's day.
Yeah, just because you're pissed off that,
people are working.
Yeah.
Get a job yourself.
Yeah, you lazy bastards.
Instead of falling asleep in the middle of the road.
Yeah. Did you see that that woman, that Polish woman, Polish girl, that was claiming that she was Madeleine McCann?
I have heard something
Have you
about
heard
this.
of it?
Is it all true or fake? Or
No, well, what it is she had like this account. She just appeared for like a month or something. Saying,
I'm the real...
I am the real McCann or something like that.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, oh, is she? Because she had, the black thing in her eye.
Yeah.
She had that as well. And blonde hair. But like, she was born around the same year and everything. It did look like it was potentially her. But then she went onto a show and did like a test to see...
Yeah. DNA.
Yeah, DNA test, and turned out she was 100% Polish. So, it completely debunked it, and that's her fame gone now, isn't it? But I wonder what the family was thinking, because
well,
a lot of people kind of think they know where she's gone.
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
Did they craft themselves?
I don't think they knew. I think they knew it weren't her.
Well, you never heard anything from them, did you?
No,
they never appeared on any news or.
Well, there's a documentary called. It's a documentary film called The Imposter. I don't know if you watched it.
No.
A film, right? It's about when kids go missing, and then foreigners basically rob the DNA and come back and pretend to be that kid.
Right.
And then the families take them in thinking, yeah, they find the kid back type thing. And then this one guy did it. And he's been doing it for years, but he did it to this one family, and they took him in open arms without questions asked. And he, as the imposter, thought it was weird that it was so easy to become part of this family. That he's trying to blag his way in. Normally, it's dead hard to make them believe it was them. And he looked into it further, and at the end, you found out the family accepted him in because they'd actually killed the kid.
No way.
And then, obviously, by accepting him in, it's going straight off the case.
Right.
It's fucking mad.
That's crazy. The Imposter.
Yeah.
I'll try and look out for that.
I watched it, I was like, well, I'll just ruin the ending for you, but...
Well, no, I don't mind that.
And the last bit is like, they don't know if it is, but apparently there was buried in the back garden, but then it got moved or something, but it was an open gate. I mean, it gave me shivers when I watched it.
It's a bit like a film with Angelina Jolie.
That kind of reminded me of the Madeleine McCann thing, though. It's kind of like, I wonder if they ever actually killed her.
Yeah.
And it was hoping that she didn't do a DNA test. We'll accept you. Yeah. What were you saying then? Sorry, before I interrupted you.
Sorry, no, I was just saying that sounded like a bit like an Angelina Jolie film, Changeling.
Yeah. Oh, it's a good film, isn't it?
Good film, that.
Yeah, that was...
The imposter kid.
Yeah, that for that film was based on the true story,
Yes,
wasn't it?
yeah,
Of that
yes, it is.
firm that they robbed all the kids and killed them and stuff.
Yeah.
I listened to that Serial Killer podcast about that the other day. It's a crazy story, that. But we're going to have to wrap it up, and because we've got our guest coming on. We've got another Stewart-Jones coming on, but it's actually Darren Stewart-Jones.
Nice.
So he's got your full name as his last name. He's spelled different.
He stole it.
So we've got 5 minutes. I think, you reckon that's enough to make a brew before we get on the chat to him?
Have a brew in a toilet.
Yeah, toilet break and brew. Yeah, we will do that. We're back well, it'll be in a second when I edit it, but
We'll be back in a click.
yeah. Oh,
Hello.
how are you?
Good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah. This is Stewart-Jones. I'm Steve.
Hello.
Hello.
And you're Darren Stewart-Jones. So your last name is basically his full name.
Sounds like it. Yeah.
So how's that last name happen then? Is it like your dad's and your mum's last name merged?
Exactly. My dad is a Stewart and my mother is a Jones. And when I started writing and acting, there were kind of a lot of other Darren Stewarts out there. So I tacked on the Jones so that there would be only one of me.
Yeah, unique. And then I bring Stewart-Jones in.
Now you've ruined it for me.
Yeah.
I did the same thing with my daughter. Gave her my partner's name and my name as well. So she's Fitzgerald Jones.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm definitely... sometimes people don't know what to call me. Well, actually, when I was without the Jones, Stewart's a first name as well. So I used to get Stewart Darren a lot from teachers in school.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's all good. I answer to all of them. So.
Right. So, what age did you start acting?
Oh wow! As early as I can remember. I think just like really school plays and that sort of thing. Maybe like 5 or 6.
5 or 6?
Yeah, I think so. Like played a Munchkin in The Wizard of Oz. And
well, you was actually on Wizard of Oz.
Not the real one.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. No, I'm not that old.
When was that?
Like a school stage production.
Right.
I would do a lot of those, and then I think my parents put me in a drama camp.
Yeah.
For overly dramatic children, something with their energy.
Right.
And so I did that one summer, and then I ended up going to a high school of the arts in Toronto.
Right.
And studied from, I guess, 14 to 18. You study mostly arts courses, and they have to throw in a math and a science course here and there to graduate. But it was 90%. It was drama and music and dance.
Yeah. I was told you was from Liverpool originally.
I am.
You are?
So when did we left on the Titanic years ago. No, actually, we left on an ocean liner called the Empress of Canada.
Right.
In the early 70s.
Yeah.
My parents met at the Cavern Club.
Right.
My dad was a musician in a few bands. I think they were the Black Cats and the Master Sounds.
Right.
And I think both his bands are actually in that wall of fame across from the Cavern Club there.
Okay.
The brick wall with all of the band names. Yeah. So my parents met there and had 2 children. And then I guess they decided when we were quite young that they would come over to Canada. I guess for a better life at that point.
Yeah.
So
I was going to say you don't have the Scottish accent. So
no, well, I would go back as a kid, and then as an adult, I've been back several times. But yeah, I was barely speaking when we left, so I didn't have a chance to.
Do you still have family over in Liverpool?
I do. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We're from Bootle, I guess.
Bootle.
The area, yeah.
Oof.
That's why they left me.
Yeah. I was talking to a Canadian comedian last week, I think it was, and he was saying how friendly it is in Canada, saying that it's over friendly sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I find when you travel anywhere, you get pretty much the best of wherever you're going, right?
Yeah.
It's different to live somewhere.
Yeah.
I travel a lot, and to me, people are usually friendly to tourists wherever I go.
Yeah.
But when you're living there and having to do the 9 to 5 of work and that sort of thing, things aren't as bright and cheery all the time, I guess.
Yeah. So, who's the biggest star that you've met when you're acting, and was you, starstruck?
Wow. You know what? I would say Liza Minnelli, actually.
Liza Minnelli. Oh.
That's pretty big.
I was she filmed a video here in Toronto.
Yeah.
For a song. This is back in the 90s, and I was a background actor in the video.
Yeah.
There were a bunch of us just kind of in the background, literally behind her while she was singing. And she was so gracious. She signed photographs and did pictures with everyone on set after the production. I mean, there was a lineup of about 100 people. She'd had like a 14-hour day working, and she sat there and she signed every autograph and took a photograph with every person who wanted one.
Some dedication, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which I thought that was really, really gracious and nice of her. So,
Yeah, you don't get that with a lot of stars now, do you?
No,
You don't have the time for the fans.
Yeah, I guess you're busy, and I don't know if autographs are still as big of a thing as they used to be.
Yeah, I think they like to get signatures to sell them now, don't they? It's more of a money maker now, isn't it?
Yeah, before it was for your personal collection, and now you want to throw it up on eBay.
Yeah, you've got like 6 posters. Sign these. Yeah, I've
seen that. Actually, I think it was Liza Minnelli, a clip of her at the LAX, and people are just throwing album covers and stuff at her to sign, and they're probably going to sell them the next day.
Yeah. So the show that you're in, Pink is In, it's called, isn't it? The new one. So what's it about then?
So Pink is In is set in a women's prison.
Yep.
In Hamilton, Ontario, which is just outside of Toronto.
Right.
And it's a comedy about kind of the inmates and also the administration, the people that and the people that run the prison are totally inept. They don't know what they're doing. And the place is just a bit of a mess. I mean, we have prisoners leaving, for the afternoon and coming back.
Oh, yeah. I don't understand why they do that in real life. They let people out to go and have tea and expect them to come back.
Exactly.
And then they post a post saying they're missing.
Yeah, so just kind of lots of wacky, zany things going on in the prison, and then we also have 2 escapees that they take off for wine country here in the Niagara area, and they're on the hunt for a hidden treasure that's buried at one of these vineyards.
Right.
And we've had some good reaction here in Canada. We're now available on Amazon Prime Video in the UK,
right,
and the US. And we're hoping another streaming service will pick it up as well. We just, we want to share it with more people. It's only been available in Canada up until about a month ago.
So would you put it on Netflix?
If Netflix wants it, they can have it, as far as I'm concerned, yeah.
Yeah. Netflix have like a way of just promoting series or movies, don't they? It's like a movie from 1990. As soon as they put it on, it's in number 1. It's like, that's an old film, but it's only just been number 1 now because they've only just put it on. It's weird.
Yeah. Our show is actually a little bit, it's a bit of a throwback, actually. Like it might remind you of something more from the 70s or 80s. Right. And our head writer was actually born in the UK, so I think it definitely has a bit of a British flair to it.
Yeah.
As far as the type of comedy.
Right.
Yeah.
So what's the character that you play in the show?
So I actually play a character named Ruby.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Ruby is a drag queen that ends up at Chatsworth Prison.
Right.
We don't really explain that she's a drag queen. She's just kind of there, and everybody just accepts it.
Right.
So, nobody ever really talks about it or questions it. That's just Ruby, and she's in this women's prison. We don't really know why. Which is actually kind of topical today.
Yeah, definitely. I was going to say that's happening now, isn't it? Like,
this was written. Those scripts were written probably about 2 years ago.
Yeah. And
there was nothing political behind it. I created the character of Ruby, and the writers just thought she was this great, fun character, and let's put her in this comedy show.
So he was ahead of time.
Thinking of it now, that's a big. I know in the UK, I think was it up in Scotland, they were maybe talking about the people of different genders and what prison they belong in, and
it's like
but we're not political. We're just trying to be funny.
Yeah. He's like a big steadhead guy called Dave might say, I identify as a girl, and then go to a female prison just because they identify as a girl.
Yeah. It's tricky. I don't really know what the answers are.
Yeah. It's tough grounds.
So I believe you are actually a drag artist.
I'm not. Everybody thinks I am.
I think it's because when you search your name, like most of your pictures are your character. I think a lot of them.
Yeah. So I created this character of Ruby for a short film. It's called Digging Up Dorothy.
Right.
And it's actually on Amazon Prime, I think, in the UK. And then the producers of Pink is In asked if I would bring Ruby into Pink is In. But prior to that, I had maybe done drag once or twice at Halloween or something like that.
Yeah.
But since I created Ruby, I've been in 5 or 6 other shows as a drag queen. So, yeah, well, not unfortunately, I'll take it, but it's kind of what I'm known for over the past couple of years here in the Toronto area. And I love it, but man, getting into those the makeup and the heels and everything, it's a bit of effort, you know.
Yeah.
We've just lost one of our famous drag artists, haven't we? Paul O'Grady.
Oh, yeah.
Have you heard of Paul O'Grady?
Yeah. Liverpool Liverpudlian as well, right?
Lily Savage.
Yeah.
So your character Ruby, was that based on someone you know? Like Lily Savage is based on Paul O'Grady's Auntie Lil. Is Ruby based on someone?
So for the short film, I actually read an article in the newspaper, and I don't know why Liza Minnelli is the topic of this podcast. It was an article about Liza Minnelli moving her mother Judy Garland's remains from a cemetery in New York to a cemetery in LA. Which is her choice. It's her mother, you know, she has the right to do what she wants. Yeah. But I thought, I'll bet you there is some drag queen down in New York that goes to that cemetery, you know, as a pilgrimage every day or month or year. Yeah. And that drag queen's going to be really upset that these remains of Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz are no longer going to be there.
Right.
And that's how the character was created. Right. So I don't know if I really based her on anyone specific, but I based her on what I thought this person that was kind of like a super fan of Judy Garland would be like.
Yeah.
That's how I was thinking. So.
Cool.
Yeah.
Would you say it's easier to act as yourself or as the drag queen?
The drag queen.
It's so much easier, isn't it? It feels like you're just hidden almost. You can just be what you want to be when you're dressed up.
That's exactly it. Yeah, and maybe that's why I've had a bit more success as a drag queen the last couple of years, because I feel you really can become somebody else. You kind of lose yourself, and another person just kind of overtakes your being while you're putting on that performance.
Yeah. So have you had a bad experience at all yourself when acting? Yeah, so like maybe like something got cancelled that you was in and you kind of blamed yourself or something like that. Just asking for a friend.
No, you know, I was more a theater person. I did a lot of directing and producing of live theater. And I've only really been doing film and television for the past couple of years. And so far, I'm really enjoying it. You know, it's not as glamorous as a lot of people think. It really is long days. When you love something, the hours go by pretty quickly. Yep. You know, you can be on set. For Pink is In, for example, we had some days that were 12 to 14 hours. But if you have a passion for it, you're happy to be there. So,
see, I've done a little bit of acting, but it's more like student films. And I know what you mean by it being a long day. It's like repeating the process over and over and over. But then when you see the end process, you're just like, yeah, it's good that. So you could be recording for hours to do like a 3-minute film. It's mental.
Yeah. Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy. They, you know, I think productions like Handmaid's Tale spend hours and hours on filming, you know, a 10-second segment. But it looks visually, you know, wonderful, the outcome, but it takes a long time and a lot of work to get that on camera.
The only thing I did acting-wise was a school. I played a Native American in a show, Hiawatha.
Oh, okay.
And I got an egg smashed on my face. That was my claim. My little fame.
You claimed
15 minutes of fame.
So, I guess you could say that the older school of drag queen like Lily Savage, even Dame Edna, those type of people that are more comedians appeal to me.
Right.
Danny LaRue.
So I'm sure all of those people growing up had a bit of an influence on me subconsciously. So.
Yeah. See, we were supposed to be having, I believe you know her, she's in, Pink is in as well, Trish Renone?
Yeah.
Is that how you say it?
Renoni, it's Italian.
Is that how you spell it? Say it, yeah, Renoni. Yeah, we were supposed to be having her on the podcast, but then something came up, and we had to reschedule, and then I tried to message her, but I don't think she's replying now. And I feel like I've upset her.
I will try and reconnect.
Just tell her I'm sorry about having to reschedule. Like, I think I've got like something wrong with me where like even if I don't know the person, I hate feeling like people don't like me. I feel like I've upset her.
Just from a one-line, someone knows whether they want to show up or not. Yeah. No, I will definitely reach out. She's a friend of mine, and we're actually we're having a party here next week. We've been nominated for an ACTRA award, which is the Canadian Actors Union. Yeah, kind of equivalent to the Screen Actors Guild in the U.S. So we've been nominated for Best Ensemble against 4 other shows are in the category with us. One of them is Murdoch Mysteries.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I've heard that, yeah.
Yeah, so we're excited about that. So we're having a little party for our cast next week. Get together and celebrate before the awards. So.
You tell her I'm sorry then.
I will.
Yeah.
Text her now.
Are you any good with facts?
Depends. What kind of facts?
Well, I've got a little game I want to play with you.
All right.
It's called Fact or Reset, okay? And the aim of the game is, if you think it's a fact, you say fact. And if you think it's a load of bollocks that I've made up, you just say reset. And
okay, I like that.
Turns out that this game is harder than I thought. I've only tried it with one person, that was the comedian. He got 1. so
no pressure.
That's your target.
What's the prize?
You get on the leaderboard.
You get to come back on next week.
Yeah.
Awesome. I love getting up early on a Sunday morning.
I know,
I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do.
Right, I'll just get the game up. I should have had this ready to be fair.
It's all good. We're actually having some really nice weather here at the moment. We kind of skipped spring and went right into summer.
Oh, don't say that.
So I think it's going to be about 27 degrees today. Which
it feels like we're still in winter.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. We're supposed to be in spring, but
yeah, the weather's all over the place in England, isn't it?
It's crazy.
Like yesterday it was a lovely sunny day, and then today it's rain. It's horrible. But
4 seasons in one day.
Yeah. Anyway, I've found the questions for you now. Anyway, so
all right,
I'll play my little jingle. I don't know if you'll hear this. So
clear.
It's fact or reset. So the first one is sign language has tongue twisters.
Fact.
Yep, correct. You're already on the leaderboard. Yeah. Minnie Mouse's first name is not Minnie.
Fact.
Yay! You're on 2. A cloud can hold the weight of a piece of paper.
Sorry, can you repeat that one?
A cloud can hold the weight of a piece of paper.
Reset.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, reset.
Oh, wow.
A load of bollocks. It's going to be hard to eat yesterday. You're on free already. The most fingers on a single human recorded is 36.
Reset.
Yep. That's 4 now.
Oh, he's setting the bar high in.
Is it? Yeah. The heart of a
That's a lot of
shrimp.
nail polish, I was thinking.
Oh, yeah. The heart of a shrimp is in its head.
Sure, fact.
Yeah, you're right, yeah.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
It's good at this.
Good.
Venus is the only planet to spin clockwise.
This one's a total guess. Reset.
No, wrong. Unfortunately. Yeah.
I had to get one wrong.
Yeah, you got that's what I made you get then. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4? You got the record?
Hey, the bar's up there now.
The bar's up there. Oh, thanks for getting involved in that anyway.
Put me up on that board there.
If Trish comes on, we'll see if she can beat you.
She may actually.
Yeah. Have you got any questions you want to ask?
No, well, just gonna have a general chat. That was all.
Right.
How old were you when you went from Liverpool to Canada?
Oh, only about a year.
Right.
But my grandparents were still there, so we would come back.
Yeah.
And visit family quite often. And then actually I worked as a flight attendant for a lot of years.
As Ruby.
In my... Not as Ruby. Started in my 20s working as a flight attendant, which was awesome for me because we would get, 3-4 day layovers in Manchester. And so I would hop on the train and go down to Liverpool and visit family. So I got to spend a lot of time with my grandfather before he passed away, actually, which was nice.
Good.
Yeah.
Have you got any future plans for filming? Have you got any productions in plan, or?
Actually, we have kind of a prequel planned as to why Ruby ended up in Chatsworth. Yeah.
So would that be its own show, or is that going to be Pinky's in?
It's a feature film,
Right.
and it's the heist genre.
Right.
Okay.
And it kind of explains what Ruby did to
get
end up
jail.
behind bars, and it's a really fun script.
Yeah.
And as soon as some more funding comes through, we hope to start filming that.
Yeah, that sounds good. That.
Any idea what that's going to be called? Like Pink is almost in, or?
I think the working title is Big Stones.
Big Stones.
Okay.
Yes. Big Stones.
As in stones.
Yes.
As in jewels.
Right.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, we're thinking
of something else.
Yeah. Well, you can take it either way. It's a double entendre.
Yeah.
So it's the world of Ruby keeps going, which is really fascinating because I honestly just wrote it as a little 10-minute script, and never didn't know at the time if it would get made or not, and just by chance met Lisa Crawford, who's the creator of Pink is In. We ran into each other on another set, and I showed her the script, and she said, "Oh, why don't we make that into a short film?" And that's how Ruby was born. And for better or worse, Ruby just keeps going. She's got her own little world of characters, and so as long as people want to continue watching, we'll keep making some more Ruby stories.
Right. So, are you considered a director as well then, as well as acting, or?
On stage, I've directed quite a few things.
Yeah.
I haven't, and I produce film and television, but I haven't tried my hand at directing yet.
Right.
That's hopefully coming up soon. Maybe a little short film that I'd like to try my hand at directing.
Right. What would you say is more nervous, being on theatre or, filming a movie or a series? Well,
in film, and maybe this isn't how you should look at it, but I always look at it, you always have another chance on film.
Yeah.
So if something does go wrong, you don't want to lose the moment, but if something does go wrong, or, a light's not working, or an actor forgets a line, you can, the director yells cut and you can start over.
Yeah.
Whereas on stage, you just have that one chance to get it right. And if something goes wrong on stage, it's really up to you or one of the other actors to try and pull it back to where it's supposed to be.
That's what Hugh Jackman said, didn't he? He said he prefers theatre over acting because it's true acting when you're on theatre, because you can't do anything wrong. You have to do everything right the first time. That's what a true actor is.
I was in a play once, and an actor skipped 3 pages of dialogue.
Oh.
So then in your brain, you're trying to think, you're continuing with the dialogue where you are now, but you're trying to think, can I bring it back so that we can get that part of the story back into the play? And so then your brain is thinking of that, so you're kind of coming out of character and the place where you're supposed to be. So,
well, that was going to be my next question, was, has anything gone wrong for you?
Yeah, that was the worst, I think.
I can imagine.
I think I only had about 6 pages of dialogue in that play, so I was probably bitter because he had skipped over half the time. But yeah, you just gotta keep going and hope the audience doesn't notice.
So did you manage to get them 3 pages back?
Yeah, it's how can you go back? Because now you're in the flow, and it's almost like a muscle memory. When someone says one line, your brain kind of knows what the next line is, if that makes sense. So it's very difficult to just go back 3 pages.
Yeah. Yeah.
You'll have to bring Ruby over to Blackpool, over in the north of England, because we have a club there called Funny Girls, and it's all drag artists.
Right.
I think she's fitting quite well.
Let's do the Ruby tours thing. I would love that. I've done a few personal appearances here. We have a Pink is in sparkling rosé.
Oh wow.
That 180 Vineyards in the Niagara region made for us, because we filmed the episodes of our escapees at their vineyard. And so I think it was myself, actually. I think I said, "Oh, Pink is in. That's a good name for a sparkling rosé," and it came to fruition. And so. I've done a few personal appearances at some food and wine shows as Ruby.
Okay.
And people tend to want to drink when they meet Rubies. So, we end up selling a lot of the wine, which is good.
Yeah.
That's a good ploy, that.
Yeah.
I'll bring a case over to the UK with me.
Yeah.
Get stopped at customs.
Yeah, definitely would. Yeah. Can't take that into the UK. Can you not buy that online then? Like on Amazon?
You can buy it at I think 180 Vineyards. I don't know if they would ship it overseas or not, though.
Right.
That's a good question. Yeah.
I'll have a look at that.
Yeah. If it was on Amazon, you'd be able to get it.
Good.
Yeah. I'll give it a Google. I like a bit of rosé.
Pink is in rosé.
Yeah.
Right. Have to search that up.
Got an itch.
Yeah. This is the earphones. So have you got anything planned for the rest of the day, now that you're awake on a Sunday morning?
I'm going to visit my parents actually this afternoon.
Is that the Scousers? Yeah.
Yeah.
Have they actually got a Scouse accent?
I was just going to ask that. Have they still got the accent?
I don't think they have a really strong Scouse accent.
Yeah.
It's obvious that they're British.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they have that true Scouser accent. But definitely when I was growing up, at school, there would be certain words that I would pronounce the way my parents pronounce them.
Yeah.
And teachers would correct me.
Yeah.
Because at home, you're hearing one thing, and then at school, you're hearing the Canadian accent.
Yeah.
So I guess I chose the Canadian one.
Yeah.
I
try and teach my little 6-year-old girl to speak a bit of Scouse.
Why?
Things like, "Hey Ma, where's my scran?"
I can't do a Liverpool accent for the life of me. But I'd like to try my hand at a Scouse accent, but accents aren't really my forte. So
I'll teach you.
Well, they said the easiest one to say is, "I want some chicken and a can of Coke," which is all
chicken.
Yeah.
A can of Coke.
That's the well-known saying for Scouse. I'm not Scouse myself. I'm from Wigan, which is another broad accent.
I think that's where my uncle is actually.
Really? In Wigan?
Yeah, I've got an uncle there. So
yeah, that's a random accent. Everything's like split up. Every word is like double barrel almost. Like
no, not really.
Yeah, I'd like to come back. I haven't been to Liverpool since before the pandemic, actually.
Right.
I think I was in London in 2019, and I haven't been anywhere since the pandemic started. So it's time to hop on a plane again and do a bit of traveling.
Yeah, the pandemic was bad in Canada, wasn't it? They like shut everything down for like 6 months, was it?
Yeah, we had quite a lockdown, but we were allowed to keep filming. So I think Pink is In was one of the first shows that started filming during the pandemic.
Okay.
You had to mask up and do COVID tests and all of that. And then they would, when they would roll the scene, the actors would take their masks off, and then as soon as they yelled cut, we'd put them back on.
Yeah.
But COVID was actually not that bad for filming. We were able to get quite a few episodes.
Oh, that was good.
Which was great, yeah.
Because for comedians, it's a total different story, isn't it? It's kind of like killed their career for a bit.
For sure.
Because, like, obviously, you've got no crowd. There was people, like, comedians that was filling car parks and stuff up and doing, like, the act in a car park, through the radios and stuff.
Yeah.
Which is a lot safer. That was allowed to be done, so... But obviously we couldn't do a stage of people.
It was difficult for a lot of people in a lot of industries, but it looks like hopefully we're out of it now.
Yeah.
We're good, hopefully. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they're saying it's man-made, aren't they? From Wuhan.
Yeah.
But who knows the truth?
Who knows? I will say, I had it twice, and I will say that the symptoms were like nothing I'd ever really experienced before. You know how if you're getting a cold, you kind of recognize what that feels like for you, and COVID just felt like something totally weird.
Yeah, it was weird, wasn't it?
You've never experienced before. So.
It kind of just shuts all your muscles down. You just feel weak, very weak.
Yeah.
And I lost my sense of smell as well.
I didn't get off the couch for a week. So.
I never had it.
Have you never had it?
No.
It's weird, then. Some people are immune to it naturally.
Maybe I am.
Yeah. I thought I was, but then
Super Stew.
Twice. Yeah.
Have you been able to watch any of Pink is In?
I've not had time to watch any yet, but I'm going to watch some, yeah.
Okay.
I had a little scan for it. I've seen a couple of the trailers.
Okay.
And it looks pretty good. I'm quite interested.
Yeah, well, people over there, you can order it on Prime Video.
I didn't I have Prime Video and didn't realize it was on there.
I think you may have to actually rent it.
Right.
I think it might be like a VOD, I think video on demand they call it.
Yeah.
And then hopefully it will be available just on a streaming service over the next few months. That's our hope, where people can just log on to a streaming service like Tubi or Roku. I'm not sure what you have over in the UK. But
Yeah, we have like Netflix, Amazon,
Netflix, Prime. But I didn't realize it was on Prime, so I'll give it a look.
So we're happy about that, because people in the UK and the US can actually watch it now. Previously, it was just a channel here in Canada, TV1. But you had to be a subscriber to that cable network to watch it. So,
and has that like get expanded like the viewings on the show? Have you seen a big difference in how many people are watching it now? No, that it's on Amazon.
I don't actually know what the numbers are. We have a distributor in the US who kind of deals with all of that for us. So yeah, it would be interesting to hear, but I'm not really sure what the numbers are. But I can definitely see some online activity that, you know, people in different parts of the world now are able to watch. So
yeah,
that's good.
So do you get like royalties from that? Like when they get streamed, do you get some kind of check at the end of the month?
Yeah, a friend of mine was in a show a few years back, and I think last week they got a check for 42 cents. That's about 20p, right?
Yeah.
Well, something's better than nothing.
Yeah, the residuals in Canada I don't think are that great, but I do hear of these really random checks for, 22 cents or something like that, and it's like, why? It's not even worth,
the paper
or the stamp. It's less than the stamp.
It's probably cost more to send it.
Yeah. But yeah, the Actors Union does kind of look after that, and they kind of keep track of where it gets shown, and then production has to pay out the actors their checks. So hopefully I'll get one of those 27 cents.
Make me a millionaire.
I'll frame it.
Yeah. So if you got the opportunity to be in any film, what film would it be? So like a sequel or anything like that, what type of film would you go for?
I want to say The Wizard of Oz, actually.
The Wizard of Oz? Like a remake?
Yeah.
Who would you play?
Continuation of The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, who would you play? Yeah.
Who would I play? One of the characters that she meets, maybe a new one. I'd have to figure that out. But
there is a lot of stories for the Wizard of Oz world, isn't there?
Yeah.
So there's plenty of characters. There's loads of stories.
Is there?
Yeah.
I think there's about 24 of them, maybe, that he wrote. A series of them.
There's also a lot of dark stories behind that Wizard of Oz. Apparently, one of the Munchkins hung himself on the set. I don't know if that's true.
Yeah, I don't know if that's true or if that's just Hollywood.
Speculation.
It's one of those conspiracies.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, I'm mad for conspiracies. So.
Yeah. Do you like the odd conspiracy yourself?
I can kind of go down that rabbit hole sometimes on the internet, for sure.
Yeah.
I think maybe it's kind of healthy not to take everything at face value. Yeah. But sometimes what happens just happens, and sometimes it's sad and or unfortunate, and I think people sometimes just want there to be a reason for everything, for it to make sense in their heads, and sometimes it is just what it is. You know?
It's like, would you consider the Earth flat?
Well, you know what? When it comes to stuff like that, I think you have to have a bit of humility.
Yeah.
So for me, what that means is, if a scientist has spent 12 years in school.
Yeah.
Who am I, who went to, I went to acting school. Who am I to say that I don't believe him and that the world is flat? Right?
Yeah,
or
yeah,
a doctor.
yeah.
Like, a doctor, everyone makes mistakes, but I would believe what a doctor says more about a disease like COVID than my next door neighbor who works in a bank says.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense, actually, yeah. You converted me in a flat earther, now.
But, if you really want to believe the earth is flat and it helps you get through whatever you're going through, and then it's flat for you.
Yeah. Well, they said it. The earth can't be flat because cats would have pushed everything off.
I don't have cats. I have dogs. But yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm a dog person myself, so.
Mine was, I don't know if you heard him, one of mine was just barking in the background a bit earlier. And
No, I didn't hear. Did you?
No, I didn't hear nothing.
That's good.
Yeah. What time is it? Might have to wrap this up in a minute. We've got some things to read today. If that's all right with you.
It was good chatting with the two of you. I like hearing that kind of Liverpool accent going on. It reminds me of family Christmases growing up. Yeah.
Tala.
And your uncle from Wigan as well.
Yeah. Well, if you're ever in the center of town there near the Cavern Club, you have to look up the Master Sounds and the Black Cats.
Right.
Okay, will do.
Those were my dad's bands, yeah. And he's got some crazy posters where, groups like the Beatles and Eric Clapton and the Yardbirds, the Rolling Stones were actually opening up for his band.
Wow.
And so I sometimes ask him, Dad, what went wrong?
Has he got pictures that he has from those days with?
Oh yeah,
with the Stones and stuff like that.
A book about the Cavern Club, and my dad's picture is in there. He's a sax player. He's quite a well-known musician in Liverpool in the '60s. Jerry Stewart.
Okay.
And he I guess decided to move to Canada, and he still does play his sax though. He's in his 80s now, and he plays his sax at least an hour a day.
Okay. Well, I love the sound of saxophones.
Yeah. I've got a ukulele.
You used to play guitar, didn't you?
No, well, bass.
Oh, bass, yeah.
I used to be in a band myself.
Ah.
But I've got a book there about the Cavern Club, so I'll dig out and
look up, see if you can find Jerry Stewart, or like I said, the Black Cats or the Master Sound. I'm sure he'll be in there.
Yeah,
I'll give it a look. Yeah.
We also need to binge watch Pinky's In.
We do.
In case Trish wants to come on.
Yeah. Have we texted
you? She's ignoring me now.
She knows she's been in conflict with us. Yeah. All right. Well, it's been great talking to you.
Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, good to meet you guys, and thank you for the early morning Sunday chat.
Yeah. So we're going to watch Pinky's In, just so I'm ready for that film. Sounds interesting.
Yeah,
I do. I like the sound of this prequel. Yeah.
Oh, Big Stones is going to be awesome. I mean, it's a heist, but it's a heist film. It's got drag queen in it. Like what
more do you want?
It's going to be awesome. What more do you need?
Yeah. All right. Thank you for having a chat.
Well, thank you.
Oh, one more thing. Can you give us a fact of your own? It can be either a real fact that you know or a made-up one, and it's for our listeners to find out if it's true or not.
Well, if they something we haven't talked about today, then Darren Stewart-Jones.
Put you on the spot now.
Darren Stewart-Jones lived in another country for several years, other than the UK or Canada.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
I'm going to search that when I go off this now.
I will do, yeah, search that one.
All right, thanks for talking to us anyway.
Well, thank you very much.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Yeah,
you.
will do.
And you.
You too. Bye.
Bye now.
Bye. Well, that was
what a nice
great
guy.
chat, wasn't he? He's
That was a lovely guy, wasn't he?
Yeah. It was brilliant, that.
Still stole my name.
Still not happy about that.
No.
Yeah.
I'm glad you didn't play the jingle.
I know, yeah, that's yours. Yeah.
That's mine.
Yeah. I was going to do, but I kind of started talking before you actually introduced him, so...
And we got straight into it.
Yeah, straight in the deep. So, yeah.
I wonder what he's thinking now.
Right.
Don't know.
What do you mean?
Well, there's a few. I don't know.
Who's alright?
It just makes me think, like, when you come off something like that, and once they finished, did they really enjoy it?
He seemed happy enough.
I think so.
Seemed like a happy guy. So hopefully I weren't asking too many stupid questions.
Let's hope he gets in touch with Trish.
Yeah, but she does these impressions, and she's quite funny. It's like Bert Simpson and Britney Spears and that, and they did quite funny. I was hoping she'd come on, and then I messed it up, didn't I? So.
Maybe next
Sorry,
time.
Trish. Anyway, this is the end of the show. We've done, what, hour and 30?
That's not bad.
It's a good episode, that.
Is that right?
Brilliant. Unless you got anything else you want to talk about, any subjects, right?
No, just I'm looking forward to my holiday.
Oh, yeah. Alright for some, isn't it?
It is.
And there's nothing else I wanted to chat to you about apart from, did you see the super yacht? Oh no, the submarine.
Oh,
Seen that? There's a millionaire's submarine you can buy. It's $2 billion it costs.
was that all?
Yeah. It's for the rich people. It's just like a boat and it goes underwater.
Wow.
$2 billion.
I'll wait till they come out in the sales.
Again. Yeah.
I'm cheap.
Yeah, I'm easy. Right. That is all for us at the Get Fact podcast. I hope you enjoyed it as much as the others. And, oh yeah, one more thing. A big shout out to India, who is currently in second place for the most listeners.
All right.
So I hope that they're listening to this podcast and trying to learn English.
Well, with my accent and yours,
Yeah, mixed with an Indian accent.
yeah.
That is going to be a mess. But yeah, I think they're currently beating USA, which I'm surprised at because this podcast is mostly about USA news. I don't know why, I just found the news interesting. So
We'll have to start getting some facts up for India.
yeah, we will, yeah. Or maybe some people from India can email in some facts about India.
Maybe even try and get a Bollywood actor or actress.
Ooh, that sounds good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to do that actually. Yeah, get a Bollywood actor on. And they can give us a fact. Anyway, that's all from us at the Get Fact podcast. Thanks for listening.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.